On tonight's episode, we have not one, not two, not three, but four movie reviews for you guys. Four non-spoiler movie reviews. We're going to talk Mission Impossible 8. We're going to talk Lilo and Stitch. We're going to talk Friendship, and we're going to talk Fountain of Youth. So strap on in. Over on the TV side, Gordon Ramsay is back with like his 1,000th new TV show. We're going to talk a little bit about Secret Service, which just hit Fox last week. It's a big week of news. We had Memorial Day weekend. There's a lot to get into, so strap on in. It's time for a new Am I on the Air? Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA, and I'm your host. I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with all the latest and greatest when it comes to entertainment news in television, movies, and non-spoiler reviews. Here is your one-stop shop on a week-by-week basis to get caught up with it all. It's season 30, episode 5, and tonight's show is titled Hold On to Your Coconuts. We're going to be breaking down the news from May the 21st through today, May the 27th. So, of course, we're going to have the news of the week here coming up. We're going to talk a little box office, but we got 4 non-spoiler movie reviews, got 1 TV show to talk about. So we got a lot to get into, so let's do it with no further avail. Kicking things off, the first movie I went to the theater to see, went to the IMAX, had to do it up big because I am a massive fan of the Mission Impossible series. I love every single one of these movies. Started in 1996, Mission Impossible, Mission Impossible 2, Mission Impossible 3. We had Ghost Protocol, we had Rogue Nation, we had Fallout, we had Dead Reckoning, and now we have the Final Reckoning. It's a lot of movies, man. A lot of movies. I love all of these films, though. I love them all. So I was very, very excited about this one. Now, remember, originally it was Dead Reckoning Part 1, and then this was supposed to be Dead Reckoning Part 2. But after Dead Reckoning came out, and it didn't exactly blow up the box office, Paramount got a little scared and they said, we're going to drop the part 1 and we're going to just retitle the second movie and kind of give it its own identity. Um, and I know, most of the time movie studios are a little bit afraid of a part 2 because they're afraid that they're alienating their audience. The people that didn't see part 1 are not going to want to go see a part 2. But the people that maybe missed the last movie, if the new movie's named something different, they might be more open to go see it. So instead of Dead Reckoning Part 2, we got The Final Reckoning. Ethan Hunt and his team continue their search for the terrifying AI known as the Entity, which has infiltrated intelligence networks all over the globe, with the world's governments and a mysterious ghost from Hunt's past on their trail. Joined by new allies and armed with the means to shut the entity down for good, Hunt is in a race against time to prevent the world as we know it from changing forever. So I really, really liked Dead Reckoning at the time, part 1. I think I saw that movie 2 or 3 times in the theater. I just loved it so much. It's such a blast. So I went in with super high expectations for The Final Reckoning. Ready, ready, ready. And here's what I'll say about it. It's a really good movie. It's very strong, but there are flaws. Number 1, the runtime. 2 hours and 50 minutes. This movie is 10 minutes shy of a 3-hour flick. There is zero need for this movie to be 3 hours, especially with it being a part 2, technically. A lot of this was set up and gone through in part 1. This movie spends so much time in exposition. we need to do this and we got to get to that and then we got to get to this and we got to get to that, but we can't do that before the this, and if we do this too early then we're not going to be able to do the that, so we got to do that before we do this. That is the first hour of this movie, just over talking, blah blah blah, techno jumble, blah blah blah, the entity, blah blah blah. Ethan, what are we going to do? I need you to trust me one last time. Christopher McQuarrie is back. He's a great director. The movie looks beautiful. First hour of the film, sluggish. Sluggish, sluggish, sluggish. There is so much talking. There is so much downtime. And it really hurts this film. It's a strong film. I was in it for the story. I was there with Ethan. I was there with the team. But it just beelines so much, man. It takes so many sidetracks. I just wanted to be with the team and I wanted to carry out this mission in a tight 2 hour time span. um, like I said, I like it a lot. It is a very solid movie, but the runtime and the over exposition really, really hurts this film. Dead Reckoning, I feel, was a million times better than this one here. But is it the last one? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I find it hard to believe this would actually be the last one. And if they are trying to slow Tom down on this series, this is the perfect time to have Tom, basically become like the head of the IMF and launch a new team that he recruits and kind of just be that godfather from the chair, getting everybody to carry out the mission. And he's the go-to kind of godfather of it. I think that would be a really cool way to kind of take the franchise if they wanted to continue without having to fully reboot. But at the end of the day, I give Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning 4 out of 5 stars. So still a very strong score, because the movie is awesome. It's got a lot of great action set pieces. Obviously, the airplane scene that he actually filmed himself, because he's a crazy ass, is incredible. But there's a lot of logic holes in this movie, and there's a lot of things that had me scratching my head. But at the end of the day, it was a fun ride, and I had a good time with it. So Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning gets 4 out of 5 stars. All right. Our second movie went back to the theater over the weekend. Took my daughter. It was family movie time to check out the live action version of Lilo and Stitch, the wildly funny and touching story of a lonely Hawaiian girl and the fugitive alien who helps to mend her broken family. It has been, I don't even know, to be honest, if I've ever watched Lilo and Stitch, the animated movie, all the way through. I feel like I've seen bits and pieces. I feel like I watched it, 30 years ago or whatever the hell it came out, but I don't remember much about it. But I felt like this movie played very well to a live action version just because of what they could do with the technology and with Stitch. Um, so took the fam, went and checked this one out, and I had a pretty fun time with it. I will probably get maimed for this one, but I thought the little girl who played Lilo was pretty bad. I thought she was pretty bad. I did not care for her as Lilo at all. She actually very much annoyed me. But the other side characters, Courtney B. Vance, Tia Carrere, Zach Galifianakis, Billy Magnuson, very cool stuff. Very funny. And of course, Stitch himself. Chris Sanders returning as the voice of Stitch. Stitch like family. I found my family, Johanna. Stitch is awesome. I found myself with this movie that when Stitch was there and Stitch was on the screen, I really enjoyed this flick. I found myself also when Stitch wasn't there feeling like the movie was dragging and it was pretty boring. So, this movie is all about Stitch, and I liked it when Stitch was around. But there was room for some improvement. I loved the trailer for this one, and I had very high expectations. I thought they were going to knock it out the park. I wouldn't say they did, but they still put together a very heartwarming family flick. Don't leave anyone behind. It's all about family. Your Ohana. And they did a great job. So I give Lilo and Stitch 3 out of 5 stars. Definitely good. Room for improvement, I'm sure they're going to make a sequel because this movie's making a shit ton of money. And hopefully in the sequel, we'll have a lot more Stitch. So there you go. All right. My third time back at the theater, man, this past weekend. Thank God it was Memorial Day weekend. I had a lot more time on my hands. I went and checked out the other new film that came out this weekend, which was Friendship. This one here stars Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd. And this is about suburban dad Craig, played by Tim Robinson, who falls hard for his charismatic new neighbor as Craig's attempts to make an adult male friend threaten to ruin both of their lives. Kate Mara is in this as well, Jack Dylan Grazer from the Shazam movies. But it's really about Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd. The If you've seen the trailer, there's only one trailer and it's very, very vague. But basically, the real premise of this movie is that Tim Robinson is just this kind of lonely guy. He's married, he's got a kid. He actually lives a pretty good life. But a package gets delivered to their door that's for their neighbor, which is Paul Rudd's house. So he walks the package over and meets Paul Rudd's character, Austin, and they kind of click. They kind of hit it off. And Paul Rudd invites him kind of into his friend circle. And Craig is at first very hesitant, very weird. He's a very awkward guy. But he decides to join, the friend circle and check it out. And then, of course, in typical Tim Robinson fashion, he starts to go a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and starts taking the friendship very, very seriously, starts acting weird, and really starts to mess things up to where, Paul Rudd's character is like, hey, man, like we had some fun times, but I don't really think we should be friends anymore. And then Tim Robinson just kind of goes off the deep edge. That's as far as I'll go into it. I don't want to spoil anything. I want you to go into this movie and enjoy it for what it is. It is a comedy. It is a dark comedy. It's a very unique kind of comedy. You have to kind of like Tim Robinson's delivery. You have to like his style. Um, Paul Rudd is great as he always is. I loved it. I laughed my ass off at this movie. There's some scenes that just had me dying. The reaction of Tim Robinson, sometimes just the face, the way he looked at somebody would crack me up. I just had such a great time with it. It's a different kind of comedy. I'm not going to tell you this is, like Anchorman or anything that's like a straight up slopstick kind of comedy. This is a very unique comedy that is deep and dark about male friendship, and it's just something you have to see. I loved it. I loved it, loved it, loved it. I give Friendship 4 out of 5 stars. And then my last movie over here is over on the streaming side. This was a premiere over on Apple TV Plus. It is called Fountain of Youth. It is directed by Guy Ritchie. We have John Krasinski in here, Natalie Portman, Isa Gonzalez, Domhnall Gleeson, Laz Alonso from The Boys is in here, Stanley Tucci's up in here. Very, very big cast and crew. This movie here is about a treasure hunting mastermind who assembles a team for a life changing adventure. But to outwit and outrun threats at every turn, he'll need someone even smarter than he is, his estranged sister. So, John Krasinski and Natalie Portman play brother and sister. John Krasinski is stealing art artifacts. His sister does a lot of stuff with art as well, and they are trying to locate the Fountain of Youth. Here's what I'm going to say about this one. For a streaming movie, it's not that bad. If this was in theater, I'd probably be a little let down. This is definitely a national treasure knockoff movie. This movie feels like it wants to be national treasure so, so bad. So bad. But never quite gets there. John Krasinski is trying. Natalie Portman is trying. Isa Gonzalez does great, and I love her, and I'll never talk bad about her. Everybody in here is trying. Movie looks really good. Looks like they spent some good money on it. But at the end of the day, it was just all right. The jokes seemed forced. The action is cool when it happens, but it's too infrequent. Um, but like I said, at the end of the day, was I mad I watched it? No. Was it a good watch for a streaming movie? Sure. So I would give Fountain of Youth 3 out of 5 stars. All right. And then my only thing over on the TV side, I hinted about it in the opening there. Gordon Ramsay is back. This guy gets so many TV shows. So many. Everybody, especially on Fox, they love to just hand this guy TV shows. Right now on Fox, he does Hell's Kitchen, he does Kitchen Nightmares, he does Master Chef, he does Master Chef Junior, he does Next Level Chef, and there's probably more I'm even forgetting, but that's just the current slate of what Gordon Ramsay does. And now he's got another new show, Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service. Gordon Ramsay goes undercover to investigate the food handling practices of restaurants. This show is basically Hell's Kitchen with a different coat of paint on it. The beginning is different because he goes into the restaurant after hours and he inspects it without anybody knowing. And then he watches the video cameras for like a day to kind of understand what's going on in the restaurant. And then the rest of the show is exactly Kitchen Nightmares. So he goes in, he makes the changes, and we get the renovation and we launch the new restaurant. That's exactly Kitchen Nightmares. So only the beginning of the show is a little bit different. But I'll tell you what, I love Kitchen Nightmares. I love that we're getting something in that same vein, just switched up a little bit. I dug it, so I'll give a thumbs up. Definitely check out Secret Service if you like these kind of food shows with Gordon Ramsay. This is on Fox, and then, of course, it streams the next day on Hulu. All right, let's recap real quick. Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, in theaters now, 4 out of 5 stars. Lilo and Stitch, now in theaters, 3 out of 5 stars. Friendship, now in theaters, 4 out of 5 stars. And Fountain of Youth, streaming over on Apple TV Plus, 3 out of 5 stars. And again, over on the TV side, Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service, thumbs up, check it out on Fox and Hulu. All right. So let's get on over to our box office. I'm going to read you 2 top 10s because, of course, it was a holiday weekend. So we have our normal 3-day box office, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then we have our Memorial Day box office, which adds Monday into the mix as well. So here's our typical 3-day. Coming in number 10, it's Hurry Up Tomorrow. Number 9, The Accountant 2. Number 8, a Minecraft movie. Number 7, Friendship. We just talked about this one here. Coming in number 7. Number 6, The Last Rodeo. Number 5 is Sinners. Number 4, Thunderbolts. Number 3, Final Destination Bloodlines. Number 2, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning with $64 million. And number 1, with a very nice debut, Lilo and Stitch, $146 million. Insane. Welcome to the club. And then we go into our Memorial Day weekend. We add another day to it. Coming in number 10, it's Hurry Up Tomorrow. Number 9 is The Accountant 2. Number 8 is a Minecraft movie. Number 7 is Friendship with 5.7 million for the 4 days. The Last Rodeo is number 6. Number 5 is Sinners. Number 4, Thunderbolts. Number 3, Final Destination Bloodlines. Number 2, again, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, but with the 4 days, it brought in 79 million. Which is a franchise best. So congratulations to Tom Cruise and the team bringing in the most money for their 8th Mission Impossible. And number 1, Lilo and Stitch. We just talked about it for the 3 days. It made 146 million. In the 4 days, it made 182 million dollars. So massive debut, biggest Memorial Day weekend ever. We kind of had a little Barbenheimer on our hands here with Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible. Awesome, awesome stuff there on the box office side. All right. Now the box office stuff is out the way. Let's get into our news of the week. And we are still filling out the cast for the new Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping movie. And we have found out that Kieran Culkin has officially been cast as Caesar Flickerman for the new film. This was, of course, the role played by Stanley Tucci in the Jennifer Lawrence films. Pee Wee and Himself is new Pee Wee Herman documentary that premiered last week over on HBO and Max. So definitely I hear great things. Check it out if you're interested and been waiting for that. We have the new trailer for Jason Momoa's new show, Chief of War. We have the first teaser trailer for it. It will start streaming August 1st over on Apple TV Plus. We have the trailer for Caught Stealing. This is Austin Butler, Matt Smith, Zoe Kravitz, Regina King, Liev Schreiber, Bad Bunny, and Vincent D'Onofrio. Hell of a cast here. It's directed by Darren Aronofsky. This hits theaters August 29th. Practical Magic 2, Joey King is in talks for a role here. That'd be a pretty nice addition. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has been cast as a motivational cult leader in a new A24 movie called Breakthrough. I love it, man. I love that The Rock is kind of stretching his bounds here and doing these A24 movies, getting a little bit out of his wheelhouse. I like it. I hope he is the cult leader for sure. Would love to see it. We have the trailer for Off the Grid. Josh Duhamel stars in this one with Greg Kinnear. Jake Busey and Martin Kove are assassins in the new trailer for Killing Mary Sue. Leonardo DiCaprio is passed on the Evel Knievel movie. It is confirmed that Zach Braff has closed his deal to return for the Scrubs reboot. That's right, the Scrubs revival is in the works and is officially locked in. Its leading man, Zach Braff, has closed his deal to reprise Dr. John Dorian, aka JD. So congratulations there. I'm sure the rest will follow very soon. Severance fave Ditchin Lockman is joining Netflix's live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender series for season 2. Jewel State and Victor Garber will practice more family law when season 4 of the series airs stateside on the CW this summer. That is Family Law season 4 coming to the CW this summer. Big news over on the Street Fighter front. You know, this was a movie that I thought was going to be dead in the water right out the gate, but they got me interested. Jason Momoa, Andrew Koji, Noah Centineo, and Roman Reigns are all in talks to star in the Street Fighter movie. Very excited about this. I should just say all 4 of these guys are great. We got our Ken, we got our Ryu. Supposedly Roman Reigns is playing Akuma. It sounds like Jason Momoa might be playing Blanca. This is great stuff, man. I love Street Fighter and this cast. Woo! Jason Momoa and Roman. Dude, that is awesome right there. So, very, very excited. And we'll see if everybody gets locked in. Chiwetel Ejiofor and Kristen Milotti are in talks to star in a new horror film based on viral videos called The Backrooms. We have a new poster for James Gunn's Superman featuring David Cornsweet as Clark Kent. I like this poster a lot. Again, the movie hits theaters on July 11th. Avatar: The Way of Water will receive a theatrical re-release in IMAX and 3D beginning on October 3rd. Of course, the newest Avatar movie, which we're still waiting on a damn trailer for, Avatar: Fire and Ash, will release in December.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This is the podcast where parenting meets pop culture, true crime gets side-eyed between Little League baseball games, and aging millennials and Gen Xers laugh their way through life's latest chaos.
From celebrity scandals to learning life's lessons the hard way, we tackle it all with sarcasm and humor. Think of it as your group chat in audio form. Start listening to our podcast called Populore on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm excited. I love Avatar: Way of Water. I will definitely go see this re-release for sure. In some sad news, this one kind of pissed me off. I get it, but it still pissed me off. Delayed, ladies and gentlemen, delayed Marvel Studios Avengers, both Avengers movies, Doomsday, Secret Wars, delayed like 7 months each. Doomsday was supposed to come out on May 1st of 2026. It will now hit theaters on December 18th, 2026. From May to December. Ouch. So then they said, why not push back Secret Wars? So Avengers Secret Wars moving from May 7th of 2027 to December 17th of 2027. Man, kills me. I'm so excited for these Avengers movies, and now having to wait almost another year to watch. I know they still come out in the same year, but they went straight from the middle to the end, and that sucks. Sucks bad. But like I said in the beginning, I get it. This is a big movie to try to film and produce and get special effects done all within a year. This gives them more time to iron out all the problems, to get it right, to give the animation people the right amount of time to do the CGI. I get it. Personally, this sucks. But professionally, I get it. But definitely a bummer. Both Avengers movies pushed back to December, respectively, of 2026 and 2027. Um, we have a new banner poster for The Roses, which hits theaters on August 29th. Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman. We have so we talked about the um, Clark Kent poster. Well, the James Gunn also put up a really cool poster that we shared, which is an animated poster, which has the Clark Kent and it kind of fades into a Superman poster. I love it. So check that one out up on our page. The Michael Jackson movie, which was supposed to come out later this year, looks like it is definitely being delayed into 2026. Supposedly, right now, the movie runs over 3.5 hours long. They're going to be doing some more reshoots, and most likely, the film will be split into two parts. So, nothing is officially confirmed yet, but these are all the rumors right here. Release date pushed to 2026, 3.5 hours, and will probably be a two-parter. Reacher's Alan Ritchson, who should be the new Batman in the DCU, is going to lead a new adventure movie from the Minecraft writers. Ballard, which is the new spin-off of Bosch, starring Maggie Q, coming soon to Prime Video. It is coming July 9th, if you've been waiting for this one here. Josh Hartnett is going to fight a sea creature in a mysterious new Netflix show. That'll be interesting. We'll see how that plays out. Jason Momoa's sorry, we already talked about that. He's going to be Blanca. Netflix has released a trailer for its Titan, the Titan submarine that blew up a year or two ago. They are doing the Ocean Gate disaster documentary, so you can check out the first trailer there. Matthew Good confirms that he will not be returning for the Downton Abbey movie. So check out that article if you want to know a little bit more. We have the trailer for The Waterfront, which is a new family drama from Kevin Williamson. This is going to be hitting Netflix on Thursday, June 19th. Check out the trailer. Looks pretty interesting. I might actually check this one out. The Buccaneers has got a season 2 trailer, which introduces Leighton Meester's mystery character. Very, very cool. An Elden Ring movie is in the works from the Civil War director Alex Garland over at A24, so that'll be really interesting there. We have the official trailer. Oh, we just talked about it for the Buccaneers, so check this one out here. This premieres June 18th over on Apple TV Plus. We have the all-new cast poster for Squid Game Season 3, which premieres June 27th over on Netflix. The Dog Stars, which is a new Jacob Elordi sci-fi movie from Ridley Scott, is going to be hitting theaters officially on March 27th of 2026. Amazon's The Wheel of Time has been canceled after 3 seasons. Henry Golding tries lucid dreaming to connect with his dead girlfriend in the new trailer for Daniela Forever. Sounds very interesting. Patrick Gibson, who played young Dexter Morgan in the Dexter prequel series, is joining Wam Colette-Serra's new survival thriller Play Dead. So I like the addition there. Once again, he's phenomenal on Dexter on the prequel series. He's so good. Let's see here. We have a new teaser trailer, first look at Tires Season 2, which comes out June 5th over on Netflix. We have every new scripted show confirmed to premiere in 2025. We have a Save the Dates article, so check that out if you want to see what's coming there. Coco Melon is going to be moving from Netflix over to Disney Plus. We talked about it before that Michael Bay was supposedly doing a Skibbity Toilet movie, which I just found to be so fucking dumb because I love Michael Bay and I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Well, now Michael Bay has come out and said, I don't know where this rumor started or what is going on, but I am not making any kind of Skibbity Toilet movie. So thank you, Jesus. I'm glad to hear no Skibbity Toilet. I shouldn't even have to talk about that. Ezra Miller is reuniting with Lynn Ramsay for an upcoming vampire movie. We have your full list of winners for the American Music Awards, so there you go there. Christopher McQuarrie has been helping. I told you he's been working with Tom Cruise in all these Mission Impossible movies. He helped pump up the script for Top Gun Maverick, and now he says he's cracked the story for Top Gun 3. He says it's already in the bag, and they're going to be moving forward. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love their chemistry together, and man, Top Gun 3, I am just super sold on. So glad to hear that he's fixed the story there. James Gunn teases that Peacemaker Season 2 will include a bunch of other characters from other parts of the new DCU and Superman. He says there might even be one really, really, really big cameo near the end of the show. I wonder who that'll be. Um, Let's see here. Okay, so we know that they're making a new Harry Potter TV series, and they have found their three leads. They're all newcomers. Dominic McLaughlin, Arabella Stanton, and Alistair Stout have been cast as Harry, Ron, and Hermione. They will play the starring roles in the upcoming TV epic that is going to span at least a decade. That is insane right there, man. So, lots of Harry Potter. Congratulations to these kids. Like I said, unknowns, but their lives are about to change. That's for damn sure. We have your first poster for Good Fortune, which is starring Seth Rogen, Aziz Ansari, and Keanu Reeves. This is written and directed by Aziz Ansari, who I love. This is such a great cast. I've been waiting to see something from this movie, and supposedly the first teaser trailer is going to drop tomorrow. I'm so excited for this because Seth, Aziz, and Keanu as like a fallen angel. It just sounds really, really good, and I'm there for it, and I can't wait to see the trailer tomorrow. Speaking of trailers, Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans, and Pedro Pascal star in the new trailer for Celine Song's Materialist. This hits theaters on June 13th. We have the first poster for Gen V Season 2. No release date yet, but it is coming soon. We have the final trailer for Elio, which is Pixar's new sci-fi comedy movie. Sinners is going to be hitting digital VOD on June 3rd. Martin Scorsese supposedly working on a new movie set in New Orleans as his next project. Um, Hacks has been renewed for season 5. So congratulations there. The show will have its season finale on Thursday, and then it's also coming back for season 5. Congratulations. Netflix is moving forward with its Little House on the Prairie and is working on casting right now. Psychic Sam. Mark Millar and John Romita Jr. reunite for a new comic with the movie adaptation already in the works. So I don't know anything about Psychic Sam, but I like Mark Millar. John Romita Jr. is very good. I'd be curious to see what they come up with here. I love it. Guillermo del Toro teases that his trailer for his Frankenstein movie will release this Saturday at Netflix's To Doom special. Marvel supposedly adding a new character for its upcoming Vision series. Tania Miller supposedly has been cast as Jocasta, the Pride of Ultron. I know nothing much about this, but if it's true, that's pretty damn cool. Congratulations. Also in Marvel news, but also in the rumor category, lots of rumors flying around that in the upcoming Spider-Man Brand New Day, the Hulk is going to be a part of the upcoming Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. Yes, that Mark Ruffalo is in negotiations to join, and he will be the MCU character in this upcoming movie. So, very interesting choice having the Hulk in here. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see if it's even true, but that is the big rumor going around right now. Going back to Tom Cruise, him and Christopher McQuarrie have stated that they have had very serious conversations about the Les Grossman movie. We've been talking about the Les Grossman movie since Tropic Thunder came out, which was what, 20 years ago? I'm Everybody wants the Les Grossman movie, so I don't know what we're waiting for here. The time is probably coming on, but I love that they're having serious conversations about this. And hey, why not? Let's do it. Christopher McQuarrie, also doing interviews for Mission Impossible, talked about the time that he almost came in and made Man of Steel 2. He was working on the script. He loves Henry Cavill. He was going to make the Superman sequel. He was actually going to have the villain be Green Lantern. He says they have a lot in common, and there was a lot of cool stuff he was going to have them kind of conflict on. It sounded really cool, man. I wish we could have got that movie for damn sure. But that's it. That's what you got, man. You got this podcast, and that's all that matters. So we're at the end of our rope and at the end of our show. So thank you so much for tuning in and listening and joining me as you get caught up with all the latest and the greatest in entertainment news. Let's do some plugs. Let's get on out of here. Thank you again. 30 minutes, man, that you've joined me again on this roller coaster ride. Um, amiontheair.com is the official webpage. It's where you can find everything, all the links, all the episodes, it's all right there. Make sure you like us on Facebook at facebook.com/amiontheair. Give us a follow over on X at simply Am I on the Air, all one word. You could also follow me at DXDonMega. Same handles over on Threads if that's your thing. You can also follow the show at Am I on the Air over on Blue Sky. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast feed on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Give us a listen, give us a follow, give us a thumbs up, give us a 5-star review. Whatever you can do to help out, we'd really appreciate it. Also, make sure you follow on all the other social medias. It's simple. Just search Am I on the Air, all one word, over on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. You can find us, you could follow. I'd really appreciate it, and I do follow back. And thank you to our great affiliates over at Red Dragons Radio and the Pop Culture Pros. Make sure you follow at Red Dragons Radio, all one word, and at PopCulture_Pros. Thank you guys for always streaming our show on demand. And that'll do it for me on this Wednesday. No, on this Tuesday. See, I've already lost track of what fucking day I am. Since Memorial Day was here, I'm behind. I'm behind a day for sure. I keep thinking today's Monday and it's Tuesday. So Tuesday, May the 27th. Thank you for joining me on this episode. I appreciate you. I hope you all did have an amazing 3-day weekend, 4-day weekend, whatever you had for Memorial Day. Thank you to all that served our great nation. That is what Memorial Day is all about. The heroes in our armed forces. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you all have an amazing week. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace. Red Dragons!